So we've just come out of Turf Moor, and we've decided to come to the cricket ground because I think we'd have more chance of scoring here than we have today. Paul, it's ended up 1-0 to Burnley. Give us your first thoughts on that.
It was an improvement on what we saw at Newcastle, especially in the first half. Thought there was a bit more intensity, better combinations between the players, but again, no goal, and very little for their keeper to do. And I think the final third of the pitch is what's really hurting us at the moment. We just can't or don't look like scoring.
Well, that's very, very true. Obviously, similar result to Newcastle. A fair comment, actually. I thought we did start with a lot more energy. We were closing down the first half an hour, but we never really hurt them. I think we had something like 62% possession in the first half. They had 6 shots, we had 5. It was 2 on target. I'm not sure what the second half. I think we only had 1. Chris, I know you're not happy, mate, but say how it is.
Disappointing again. I think you probably could have put the mortgage on this before we kicked off. Burnley 1-0.
You'd have lost. Mortgage on Burnley winning 1-0.
Yeah, but we never beat them, do we? We come here, we can't play against the poor teams. We don't know how to beat the teams that are like defensively organised.
Disappointing.
Palace, Norwich, can't beat them.
No, Huddersfield are third in the Championship at the moment as well. We couldn't beat them when they were up the first year as well. Yeah, I mean, the story of the game is, I think, like what Paul said, we started off really positive. I thought we had a lot more energy. We were closing down. We looked the better side. I thought we were the better side in the first half, if anyone was going to score. But Burnley gradually got more and more into the game. We really didn't create anything clear-cut throughout the whole game. The best chance we had, felt it was a half chance to Semedo, which the keeper pushed over. And then Burnley got down. It was down the side and pulled it back, and it's Vidra who pushed it into the back of the net, I think on about 62, 63 minutes. And to be honest, after that, I mean, I'm not trying to have a dig at the Burnley fans here because, you're fighting for your lives, but they came alive when they scored the goal. We didn't really hear much from the Burnley. I don't know whether that was nervous or what, but after that we started to hear what Turf Moor could sound like. Obviously it knocked the stuffing out of Wolves, and Wolves really, even with 65 minutes to go, we never really looked like we were going to score at any point. What do you think?
I think that's spot on. I think every time we go a goal down, you really think, well, I can't see us getting anything from this game now. I think so many of our defeats have come with us scoring 0 against. As soon as the other team scores first, we seem like almost resigned to the fact that that's how it's going to end up. And I think one of the reasons is there's just not enough balls coming into the box. Nobody seems to want to be the person that takes responsibility and puts that ball over. We seem to want to only try and score this perfect goal where we've got 1-2s and we're getting down the sides, and it's not happening, so you've got to find alternatives, and that's what he needs to work on. Massively
need to work on, actually. I mean, Chris, your performance rating for today?
I think 6.5, 7 in the first half, 4 out of 10 in the second half.
Overall?
5, 6, the best.
5 or 6, and your man of the match?
I think Johnny Otto for the first half, but overall I think we'll go with what you were thinking. Willy Bolly, I thought he was great today.
Have I influenced you there slightly?
Very much so, yes.
Willy Bolly. And Paul, your performance rating?
Yeah, I agree. I think in the first half it would have been probably a 6, maybe 6.5. Second half just completely faded. Don't want to say really we didn't put up a fight, but we didn't create anything to...
Would it be fair to say, boys, that Burnley wanted it more than us today?
I think when they scored and they'd got something to hang on to, I think before they scored, we probably looked the more likely to be the team that would go on and win. But when they did score, we had no answer to that.
They had a lot of fight, didn't they? They were throwing bodies in. You could see what it meant to them and to the Burnley fans at the end of the game. Your man of the match?
I'd say Willy Bolly as well. I thought he was excellent, and it's a performance like what we've got used to over the last few years from him. But I agree, another mention for Johnny Otto. I thought he was excellent as well, both defensively and going forwards. He looked like one of our brighter players. Also mention for Fabio Silva. I thought he was unlucky to get taken off. I thought that was a strange decision after you've just gone a goal down. Maybe that was the time to go to 4 at the back. and take Sace off straight away. So you could hear from the fans' reaction when Silva got substituted.
Silva's winning the fans over with his efforts. He just needed the goal. I mean, he went at the end. I think there was Cody and Silva that went to the fans. The rest seemed to go straight down. I think Silva took his shirt off to give it to a young fan. He's winning the fans over. And I thought it was, I think most of the fans thought it was a little bit harsh that he went off. I thought Wang was the player to come off for me. Yeah. He didn't seem to do anything again today. I'm going to give it a 6 overall. I thought the first half was better. I thought the second half we never had any answer. I'm going to go with Willy Bolly because he looked assured. He got some great tackles in. At points he was the one driving us forward from the back as well. And it's good to see him coming back into the team and playing so well. The changes never worked. I would have liked to see Chiquino come on. Yeah. To be honest, we needed someone that was really direct and actually going in. And it looks like they've got one out as well. And to be honest, are Wolves out now of the European places? West Ham lost late to Chelsea. What do you think, Paul? I know we said it was over after Newcastle. Results have gone our way. Thoughts after today?
It's not over, but that's not a performance of a team who wants to get in Europe. I mean, we're still very much in the hunt, unbelievably so, really. But it's killing us that we're not scoring goals, and that ultimately will be the reason that we don't make it, I think.
100%. Chris?
Yeah, I think as soon as Ruben Neves got out of the game for a month, I think it went then.
It says everything, doesn't it? Because I said this at the end of the game. We're just finishing off here. Without Neves, we just don't seem to have the spark. And the worry is, if we lose Neves in the summer, is this what we're going to come to expect? Will we even be pushing top half? They've got to really invest in the summer. We've got to try and keep Neves if we can. It's going to be a big offer because we're missing him. We need to push on, and at the moment we seem to be stalling. Every opportunity that we get to take a grip of this European race, Leeds, Newcastle today, Arsenal away.
I think Paul summed it up, didn't he, about half an hour ago when he said, "Are we the 7th best team in the Premier League?" And we're probably not, are we?
According to the table, though, we are. Oh, no, we're not. We're 8th.
It depends on where we finish. I don't think we will finish 7th, but I want us to badly. I'd love to go and watch them aboard, but we need to be better. We need to beat these poor teams.
And we're not. And Burnley, fair enough. I know we're saying you're a poor side. You've switched your manager. You've got 7 out the last month. Fair play to you guys. Battling to stay up in the division, and we have to give your side credit for that. But from a Wolves perspective, it's disappointing. It's a disappointing away day. Better performance than Newcastle, but it ended up almost going exactly the same way. It's ended up here. As you can see, Turf Moor in the background. We've got the cricket. For us, it's ended up Burnley 1, Wolves 0. 5 games to go, 15 points to play. We've got Brighton, Norwich, Chelsea, City and Liverpool to come. It's still on, but it's another missed opportunity. From myself, Paul and Chris here in Burnley. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below and smash a like to the video if you enjoy it. Always Wolves.
Always Wolves.